Fruit Fairy, yeah, thanks for talking about home ed. We homeschool. Oh, you homeschooled. I knew you were a lovely soul. Homeschooled your children. You know, they're becoming much smarter. I'm telling you, these moms are kicking butt at homeschooling their kids. Some of them are really smart. It's amazing. Eagle's Heart Song. Thank you, my friend, for always working with us here. Dr. Morse, you mentioned how many audio files, perhaps podcast on iTunes would work. I don't know anything about that. I'll give this to Chris and have him look at that. I know we were thinking about doing radio. I've done radio for years, though, but there's this blog radio or something. We thought about doing that and having some interactions there, so we'll see. But it's a time factor for me. To answer all your questions is really getting hard. And then, I've got so many things in life going on. Actually, folks can do both audio and videos on podcasts through iTunes. Oh, wow, it's a free service. Well, I haven't looked through that. Thanks, guys. You guys are great people, by the way. Blue Phoenix, my tongue is turning white. 4th day on fruit. This is, you're really, that's your GI tract, actually. So what you're doing, your body's pushing out lymph, cleaning itself, and your tongue. I think I told you about the lady that her tongue was as black as night. I mean, I'm going, my gosh. She said, oh, this is nothing. I said, it's nothing. I'd love to have a picture of that to show you guys. I mean, rarely do I see black, and I mean black tongues. Wow. Couldn't believe it. Man, the grape juice fast is working very well. This is Yaz. Hey, man. While simultaneously taking the herbs. Its detoxifying power is much stronger. Faster than if I had observed a 100-day raw food. Yeah, it is. Isn't that cool? I mean, you guys are learning. And the importance of learning this is as you work with your people, as healers. You can use these fruit fasts because your job is going to be to push them through this and get them on the other side. Because you know humans. And the importance, guys, of balance, Kelly, the importance of this, understanding the psychic of man, the emotional weaknesses, the intellectual weaknesses of man, and what we have to do to help someone get through this. Some people, we pull them kicking and screaming, which I hate that. Others, they strap on the robe, and you know who you are. All this great feedback, you strap on the robe, and you're riding the bull. That's what Kelly needs to do. That's what everybody needs to do that wants to enjoy deeper health. You strap it on, you quit complaining, you don't care what the medical doctor said because you know what you've got to do. You strap on the robe and you ride it. Yahoo! All right, had a little bump there, all right, okay, and keep on going. That's what you got to do. Disclaim everything and start a whole new power. But after the first day of the fast, I saw sediment in my urine the very next morning, and then I just kept increasing from there until now. I see it every time that I urinate. Go, yes, go. You guys are going to see that sediment thing, and I've told people for years, watch sediment in the stools. People think I'm nuts. Also, at the beginning of the fast, I would drink a gallon of grape juice a day and then urinate at least 20 times. No kidding. But now only urinate 10 times a day while still drinking. Well, you're getting better. You're actually rehydrating, yes, because your body now is utilizing that grape juice where before you were just kind of passing it through, well, because you were too acidic for it to stay. It takes a while to chip at and rebuild and hydrate that lymph system. I was watching something on the news the other day. It was showing a patch of tissue, and it was showing the blood flowing, but the major fluid, the lymph, was almost stagnant. You could see the blood moving, and it's always going to move faster than lymph, but lymph was so stagnant. I'm going, ooh, that's what we need to be educated on is the lymph system, but with our point of view. Yeah, you're doing well. You are absorbing more nutrients. Lastly, I keep losing weight. Hang on, my friend. Hang on, okay? You're doing well. Actually gained a pound. All right. But on day 5 of the grape juice, he gained weight. See what I'm saying? Yes, man, you just proved my point. More proof that my body is balancing itself. Exactly. Yes, from Thailand. Good man with good foods over in Thailand. I'm jealous of you. Now, superhuman. Hello, I just discovered that I have very low body temperature. Okay, so that's your thyroid. Low body temperature, low thyroid. When I wake up in the morning, my temperature is 95, 18. Oh, you sure? That's low. That is real low. Now, some of these digitals, they claim that add a degree onto that temperature, because 95, I mean, you'll get scoliosis for sure. I mean, this is the parathyroid. I mean, when you're that chronic, this whole area is in trouble. But you might want to take something for the pituitary, like a glandular, and then take thyroid cytotrophin. It's a chemist that used to work for Standard Process, made his own enzyme process, hotter for sure. But if you're really this low, I would hit the pituitary, because can't imagine that not being involved, and then really hit a hot glandular. It's possible to pop yourself up. Could be heavy lymph stagnation in there, but just keep detoxifying. Can this also be why I have water retention? No, I think the same reason you have that. I mean, this is acidosis. Water retention is acidosis. You wouldn't have any reason to retain water if it wasn't acidosis. Well, acidosis is lymph stagnation, and yes, this could be lymph stagnation here. So in that way, yes. Yes, 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 yes. What can I do to fix this issue? I guess it's thyroid related. It could be pituitary related. Take one of each, not going to hurt you. I know you have a thyroid somewhere, but I would give the glandulars. This is another case. This guy is so low in his thyroid. I think this is a man. So low in the thyroid that it's 95 basal. If that's an accurate temperature, I would probably try to find a mercury thermometer or read the instructions to make sure you don't add a degree, because that's real low, my friend. Real low thyroid there. Dr. Morse, for a long time, I've had red dots on the tip of my tongue. Kid the man. You know what? I don't like red dots. Detoxify that GI tract of yours, my friend, and get your lymphs moving. But go after that GI tract there, and you'll be okay. That'll come off of that tongue, but make sure you do that. Tongue cancer is very painful. Yeah, I like what you say here, JG. You never suppress a cold or flu-like symptom here. You never do that. Matter of fact, European doctors know that a lot more than American medical doctors. Never suppress these things. You never suppress the body's need to expectorate. That's been the medical doctor's biggest problem. And then, of course, from that, the tremendous amount of cancers and all the thing man suffers with, all the pain, because medical doctors said, well, let's treat that symptom. Let's hide that symptom. Let's don't understand that symptom. Let's hide that symptom. And then, of course, obviously, most symptoms come from the lymph system. So the use of antibiotics is served mainly to suppress the lymph system. Very serious consequences when you suppress the sewer system. Very serious consequences when you let a sewer system keep backing up in your house and you don't stop it. Imagine your toilet backing up waste from the neighborhood from 100,000 houses, and all the waste from 100,000 houses were backing up in your house, and you had to live in that house with that. That's what the average person's going through right now on a minor level like that. That's gross. Your body's creating elimination crisis. Good work. JG, I really love you, man. You really got this good. Hang on, man. Really good stuff. I hope all this works out, because I love you all. And I just, Kelly and everybody, let's all be happy. Let's get focused. Let's get our focus on the health, and let's lay our differences to the side, and let's just get our focus on health. Double raw star. Colds were due to the body cleaning itself of toxin and acidosis. Then why is a cold contagious? No, bacteria is involved always. And not in cold weather, though. You know, they used to say, get this one, don't go out in the cold, you'll catch a cold. How many people have heard that one? All right? Well, under 40 degrees, bacteria isn't active. So how do you catch a bacterial cold? Well, you can blame viruses. Or you can blame anything you want. But I can tell you that cold is the trigger. Alkaline chemistry, whether it's cold air, normal saline, fruits and vegetables, herbs. Alkalinity is the trigger. However, there are bacteria in the world, but they need a culturing medium. So this culturing medium is what? Not your blood, your sewer system. That's what their job is. So then they get active in taking on. So what? Even if it's a viral, it all serves the body to create an immune response. They're immune responsive issues. However, your body can be full of bacteria and no immune response needed because your bacteria is trying to do the job for you. They're trying to break down your toxins. Where if you get some radical bacteria, it can create, especially if you're not immune to them, you can create a major elimination. Well, that's a nice thing about not being immune to too many things. You don't want to get natural immunity against everything. That's kind of what homeopathics does in minute amount. In other words, the treatment for arsenic poisoning is more arsenic, but in minute amounts, so you develop immunity to arsenic, and you don't have a shock to that. You don't have the detox to that. The problem: why would you want to be immune to something your body needs to expectorate? So double raw star, there is bacteria in the world, no question, but you have to have a culturing medium. JG is right on point here, man. Then why is it called cancer? The cold is a virus. It can be a virus, so what? What's a virus? It isn't a single-celled organism. It isn't a little microbe. It's a protein. Plenty of proteins floating around. What does a protein do? What does a virus do? It's an antigen. It creates an immune response. Well, isn't that what you want, is an immune response? Well, sometimes you do and sometimes you don't. In other words, when you're breaking down tissue, you don't want an immune response to that because you're going to have your body breaking down that tissue to clean it all out so your body can rebuild it. And that's like in HIV, Hep C. You can have these as long as there's no weakness of cells. So, you know, keep in mind, the cold and flus, this is just how the body eliminates their waste. These are just triggering mechanisms. That's all they are. Toxemia and acidosis isn't contagious like cold viruses. The viruses, these microbes and proteins flow around like air. You have so many going in and out of you all the time. It's like a door, a swinging door. Don't be confused, raw star, double raw star. This is your lymph system. This is culturing medium issues, and this is all going back to the same thing. It doesn't matter what the trigger is. Doesn't matter if it's a virus. Same symptom. Notice the same symptom in detox is the same symptom with the virus, is the same symptom with the bacteria. Notice that? Why? Because it's your body working to expectorate. Expectorate the culturing medium and those that culturing in it. Your body spits it out, blows it out, poops it out, pees it out, sweats it out. They all serve as entities that help you or help the body to clean itself. That's all that is. Don't be confused medically about that. You didn't catch anything. You cultured, perhaps. Let's see, I am confused about garlic because it's a highly alkaline food. It ranks up there with applies in alkalinity. Maybe, but a very pungent food for a fruitarian. Now, someone on a vegetarian diet can handle garlic pretty good. But after a while, when you're a fruitarian, and keep in mind, what everyone wants to do, but if you're playing around trying to experiment with the fruitarian levels, you will find that onions and garlic get a little pungent on you. And they're sulfur anyway, so it gets a little pungent on you. And but some people go crazy on it. Now, we weren't raised on garlic. I can't stand garlic. I'm a farm boy. We didn't use garlic in our stuff. Just never had that in my life, and so I've always been kind of resistant to the flavor and that.